Episode 2 Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Ich habe nicht so viel von der Story letzte Runde mitgekriegt, weil es alles sehr, sehr hektisch war. Mal gucken, ob ich gleich wieder ein bisschen abcatchen kann.
I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man. Over there! I did my best to help those poor passengers.
Ah!
Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing.
Seems like nobody. Damn. None.
It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yet the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on, were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green, but often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
Noch wer? Da ist noch einer runtergekommen.
Unfortunately,
Der ist gerade
I was
umgefallen.
running out of ammo.
Noch einer?
Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men.
Wir drücken erstmal kurz U. So, Nachladerate durch Drücken verbessern. Behandle deine Kugeln sorgfältig. Drücke während der Nachladesequenz mehrmals schnell R. Das mache ich actually sowieso schon die ganze Zeit. Perfekt. Legendäre Waffe freigeschaltet. Verzierter Sechsschüsser. Sick. Okay. Sexy.
I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up.
Ist interessant, dass das Gewehr gar nicht so weit geht. Die Pistole meine ich.
Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
Vielleicht sollte ich irgendwie mal was machen oder so. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob das jetzt richtig ist hier. Oh, meine Munition ist alle.
Serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Ist ja schon, also Storytelling ist ja schon echt cool, ne? Okay, ich habe keine
I
Munition
ran
mehr.
ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this? I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going.
Where's he gonna run to now?
So, ganz schön ab hier. Hui. War das jetzt smart? Ich glaube nicht. Ich glaube nicht. Ich glaube nicht.
And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven. I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition.
Die Szenen sind so
My
lecker, ey.
Masterson once told me it was
Oh,
more
Mann.
important to be lucky than good, and he would know.
Ja, okay, wir nehmen aber die Pistole jetzt. Wir haben den verzierten
And
Sechsschuss.
imagine my
Oh,
surprise when I
hi.
found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo.
Hilfe und Optionen, Steuerung, Tastenbelegung. Schneller Dynamitwurf. Genau, B3 und Nahkampf. Geht gar nicht, okay. Hat er das jetzt übernommen? Ja, nice.
That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not
Ist echt komisch,
expecting
dass die
that.
Pistole, das ist ja
No,
meine,
sir.
dass die halt nicht so eine Range hat,
I
ne?
came at them like a wildcat. My fury
Deswegen
knew
hätte ich
no
gerne
bounds.
die Ranger-Knarre.
Oh, I'm done with you.
Das ist ein Kopfschuss.
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Irgendwo in der Nähe liegt ein Nugget. Da ist er jetzt. Kann ich hier hoch? Kann ich das einfach so einsammeln? Moment mal. Das wollen wir natürlich haben, Fellas. Kannst du bitte springen? Geht nicht. Okay. Was ist das für ein Zeichen? Das wäre ja cool gewesen. Ach so, das sind so Höhlenmalereien. I guess. So. Nice. Das war stressig. Oh Gott. Oh man, Clanton. Den müssen wir
I
doch
yelled out
irgendwie-
at the top of my lungs, Clanton, I'm coming for you! A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get
Ah,
that
ja, sind die
old man off
bescheuert, ey.
that gun.
Oh. Au. Nicht hier rum, ja. Perfekt. Hast du es eingesammelt? Nee, hast du nicht. Ha! Keine Zeit!
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Okay, das hat gar nicht funktioniert, aber ich habe auch einfach seinen Kopf nicht gesehen. Es war alles voll mit Muzzle Flash. Das war Kacke. Naja. Erstmal gönnen wir uns hier einen neuen Skill. Was haben wir hier? Wähle deine Ziele schneller aus, deine Zielgeschwindigkeit mit jeder Waffe. Perfekt. Machen wir. Weil das hier mit den tiefen Taschen und dem Nachladen finde ich jetzt nicht so super wichtig irgendwie. Oh Gott. Keine Ahnung, was das jetzt war. Hat einer Dynamit geworfen oder so? Ein Haar auf meinem Mikrofon. So, nochmal. Das war gut.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Ah, schwierig. Schwierig. Schießerei bei der Sägemühle. Der wahre Grund, warum Silas die Cowboys verfolgte, war nicht das Geld, sondern die Rache an einem seiner Erzfeinde. Johnny Ringo! Die Nuggets, da war er, okay. Das interessiert uns nicht.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
Okay.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Curly Bill Brocious.
Get ready, boys.
Get ready, boys. Don't believe everything riding the dime never, boy. Boom. And boom.
Curly Bill
Anyone
took charge
else,
of the
brother?
cowboys upon the old man's demise.
And boom.
And after that gunfight at the OK
Da ist ja noch
Corral,
einer. Boom.
Clantons
Okay,
wanted
like.
revenge.
Komm
So they
mal.
murdered Morgan Earp.
Wo kommst du
and
her?
grievously wounded his older brother Virgil.
Wir müssen U drücken. Wir haben schon wieder eine Fähigkeit. Nein, es ist die gleiche wie vorhin. Zack. Yes, I wanna. Wir besorgen uns mal High Ground.
Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
Okay. Oh, da war noch einer irgendwo. War das der einzige oder kam da jetzt noch eine Nachhut? Sieht aus, als wenn das der einzige war. Aber die Musik ist halt noch nicht chillig. Hier liegt doch irgendwo ein Nugget, oder? Das riecht doch... Das ist so weitläufig. Hier muss es doch irgendwo ein goddamn Nugget geben, brother. There has to be one. I can smell it. Damn, son. Okay. Daneben nicht. Hatten wir hier noch irgendwas zum Einsammeln? Irgendwas hatte hier noch geglänzt, aber das war vielleicht so ein Licht oder so. Naja. Das fällt doch gleich hinter mir runter. Oder so, ja.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other, and I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed, and that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Goddamn, he's hard to hit. Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
Everybody knew that Curly shot him
Kann man
in the
vielleicht ein
back.
Dynamit schmeißen?
That was common knowledge.
Und das dann in der
Yeah,
Luft
maybe
abschießen?
so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it.
Ringo
He was
ain't
just being
nothing to do
loyal
with it.
to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal. Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Hier hätte ich ja einen Nugget reingeschmissen. Das wäre hilarious. Aber okay.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
Ist hier jemand am Atmen? Hier ist es die Säge. Es ist, ich muss mich dafür entschuldigen, dass hier nicht wirklich viel Commentary kommt, aber hier ist ja so viel Gequatsch im Hintergrund, dass ich da auch immer ungern reinlabern will. Ich hoffe, das ist fein.
Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
So, jetzt will ich mal was probieren. Oh, ist das nice, ey! Das ist ja der Hammer. Das ist ja der Hammer. Ich meine, die Fähigkeitenverbesserung, die regeln hier auch rein, ne? Grenadier, Dynamit werfen, schießen. Veranstalte ein nettes Feuerwerk und richte auch noch Schaden an. Nachdem du Dynamit geworfen hast, kannst du es einfach aus der Hüfte abschießen, weil es von deinem Fadenkreuz erfasst wird. Das ist natürlich auch nice. Andererseits, wo geht's unten rum? Mehr Konzentration für Kopfschüsse. Ja, das machen wir. Das ist wichtiger. Wir haben ja eh diese Zeitlupe, das heißt, es ist jetzt auch nicht super schwer. Oh, liegt hier ein Ranger? Jetzt zählt er 6 Schüsse. Nee, den will ich nicht haben. Ich suche einen Ranger. Durch die Zeitlupe ist es sowieso ein bisschen einfacher. Wobei andererseits, wir brauchen jetzt Range. Einfacher, das Ding aus der Luft zu schießen.
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really
Okay, das
was
war jetzt
one hell of a sawmill.
Tatsächlich ein bisschen
Quite an
zu einfach.
impressive operation.
So, wir gucken jetzt erstmal nach Nuggets. Wir haben immer noch nicht einen Nugget gefunden. Ich mein Scheiß auf Collectibles, aber es gibt halt eben auch immer ein bisschen Erfahrung, ne? Türme rauf? Nee. We are stacked, brother. Naja, gut. War, glaube ich, falsch jetzt.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
Schrotflinte mitnehmen? Oh, ich weiß nicht, das Gewehr ist schon geil, ne? Dann können wir lieber nochmal die abgesägte einpacken. Das ist aber auch wirklich hier hell of a sawmill.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Bosskampf? Curly Bill.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Oh, nachladen, nachladen, nachladen.
Moses gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Ah, geschafft. Nee. Johnny Ringo. Ah, okay. Duell.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Oh, die Duelle, die
Sorry I had to
schocken,
ruin
ne?
the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny
Bitte.
Ringo.
1 von 4. Alright.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did. Der Tod von Johnny Ringo beendete das erste Kapitel von Silas' Rachesaga und war der Beginn seiner blutigen Karriere als Kopfgeldjäger. Aha.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant. And hunting Plumber looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plumber rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape. And that's where I thought I'd find him.
So, wir schauen erstmal noch kurz auf Nugget hier gucken. Ja.
My late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men, but Samuel Colt made them equal.
Makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us. As long as you don't light up a cigar.
Who the hell is that then?
No, kidder, shut up!
Wir gehen erstmal da in die Mine rein. Ich habe jetzt gerade ein bisschen... Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das jetzt vorwegnehme oder nicht. Aber wir gucken da mal in die Minenstollen. Ich habe erst gedacht, da geht's weiter. Boy, was I wrong. Und da kommt man hier durch. Die andere Seite. Ah, Nugget. Und Weapons. Aber ich würde sagen, wir bleiben erstmal bei Long Range. Gut. Das war lustig. Wo ist der Mineneingang? Da hinten.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches.
Das war doch ein Kopfschuss.
There were thieves, killers, robbing travelers, and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plumber. Some were just regular folks
Schon
out
wieder
here from
Level
town,
up.
drawn by greed and easy pickings.
Entdecke sogar Feinde außerhalb deines Sichtfeldes. Während der Konzentration zeigen Markierungen am Bildschirmrand, bla bla bla. Glaube ich gar nicht schlecht, weil die kommen ja manchmal echt von überall.
Charlie Crow, the blacksmith.
Achso, ich komme hier noch nicht rüber.
James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's son. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Stealing and thieving and murdering their neighbors.
Yes! I love me a goddamn ranger. Ooh.
Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach.
A defensive perimeter.
Dangerous, desperate individual. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was touched. Or had some kind of death wish. Seeing as there were barrels of gunpowder everywhere. If Daddy had lived to see Alfred Nobel's explosive invention, my guess is he would have told Samuel Colt to kiss his ass.
Hand. Okay, hier ist ein bisschen Dynamite. Ne, Munition.
I thought I was some kind of hero.
Oh Gott.
I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny.
Okay, das war falsch. Das ist so krass, die Phasen sind halt so extrem, ne? Du hast diese Ruhephasen und dann auf einmal hast du 5 Minuten übelstes
I
Geballert.
had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Enemy? Ah, okay. Achso, hier ist gar nichts. Yes, I can, brother.
I'm putting you down.
Try some. Oh, Mr. Bösewicht.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell.
Okay, also wieder zurück. Das war die Sackgasse hier, Dead End.
A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
What? Einer von oben. Da scheint es weiterzugehen. Zack. Perfekt. Ist hier noch irgendwas zum Sammeln? Nö.
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
Das war mir dann actually noch ein bisschen zu heiß.
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere,
Gott.
a body has to know what he's shooting at.
Junge! God damn it.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tomb.
Ich habe eigentlich D gedrückt. Ich dachte, er weicht aus. Oder hätte ich auf die Kugel schießen müssen? Gemacht habe ich. Ah, das war ich. Er hat jetzt gerade gesagt, hier in der Nähe liegt ein Nugget. Ah, nice. Hätte ich nicht gesehen. Okay. Jetzt muss ich versuche einfach mal die Kugel abzuschießen.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tube. I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just for fun, but clearly insane.
Alter, was zur Hölle?
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it.
War das jetzt gewollt?
Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side.
Oh, ich liebe diesen Erzählstil, ey, ist das gut. Gut zum Benutzen.
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution. Because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith, which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell. I was determined not to give up, however, as Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
Nugget. Oh. Vielleicht hat er nicht eben gerade irgendwas. Ich höre auch das Geräusch.
I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
Ha! Sehr gut.
You know this guy?
Nächste Fähigkeit. Feinde in der Nähe exekutieren. Erziele Kopfschüsse ohne zu zielen, wenn du Q gedrückt hältst. Mit deiner gesamten Konzentration, um nahe Feinde für Kopfschüsse zu markieren. Ja, nice. Fett. Und wir haben das goldene Gewehr. Minus 25% Recoil, 30% Zielgeschwindigkeit und plus 2 Munition. Sicko. Sexy. I don't wanna. Au, au, au. Hey. Ich hab doch... Mann, er bewegt sich nicht. Zack. Yes. Perfekt, danke, danke, danke. Diesmal nicht.
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Wir müssen hier runter in die Arena. Zumindest ausführen, ne? Ah, okay. Oh. Ach so, okay. Henry Plummer. Dem können wir doch bestimmt das Dynamit aus der Hand schießen.
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was going to take some doing.
God damn it! I need some help here! Come on! Take this cocksucker out!
Wo denn? Boah, hallo. Okay.
So that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. Now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
Alle Finals. Nice.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself.
John Wesley Hardin. Wieso 4?
Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
Silas behauptet, er sei Kopfgeldjäger geworden, um die Verfolgung seines letzten Opfers, Roscoe Bob Bryant, finanzieren zu können. Okay. Alrighty, partner.
I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different.
Shoot him!
I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
Murderer!
Dass wir auch immer mit diesem Schnellschützer starten und nicht mit einem Ranger, ne? Das wäre halt
I thought the Texas Rangers got Hardin.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was cold and a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres.
Wir gucken natürlich nochmal kurz, ob wir irgendwo einen Nugget finden. Ich wollte jetzt tatsächlich die Folge auch schon beenden, aber das fing ja gleich direkt mit der Schießerei an. Das heißt, also können wir hier auch nochmal eben durchziehen. Scheint hier aber auch noch weiter zu gehen im Level, wa?
To the very same saloon we're sitting in today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood.
Okay, so jetzt irgendwo ein
Hardin was waiting for me. And
Tja, oder auch nicht. Okay, cool.
Wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. Fathers and husbands, brothers and sons, men with families who cared about them. Families who put up money in hopes of finding justice.
Okay, dann hier an dieser Stelle Feierabend. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Das war wieder sehr spannungs- und actiongeladen. Wie gesagt, das Commentary leidet ein bisschen unter dem Storytelling der Folge, aber ist ja auch mal eine ganz nette Abwechslung. Also danke fürs Zuschauen und bis zur nächsten Folge. Auf Wiedersehen.